Strength training. Strength training represents the fundamental pillars of physical transformation, working directly with the body's natural ability to adapt and grow stronger. This form of exercise goes beyond merely lifting weights. It's a science of progressive resistance. At its core, strength training operates on the principle of muscular adaptation. When you expose your muscles to resistance, whether through weights, bands, or your own body weight, you create microscopic tears in the muscle fibers. During recovery, these fibers rebuild stronger and more resilient, a process called hypertrophy. Weightlifting, the most recognized form of strength training, allows precise control over resistance levels. This methodical approach enables you to target specific muscle groups, gradually increasing the challenge as your body adapts. The beauty lies in its measurability. Every added pound represents tangible progress. Well, resistance training expands beyond traditional weights to include bands, cables, and machines. These tools provide varied resistance patterns, challenging muscles from different angles and through different ranges of motion. This variety is crucial for comprehensive strength development. Bodyweight exercises, often overlooked, offer a pure form of strength training. They teach muscular coordination and body awareness while building functional strength. From push-ups to pull-ups, these exercises can be modified to challenge anyone, from beginners to advanced athletes. Most profoundly, strength training isn't just about building muscle. It's about building resilience, both physical and mental. Each session is a dialogue with your body's limits, pushing boundaries while respecting recovery needs. Cardiovascular training. Cardiovascular training, or cardio, represents the cornerstone of endurance and heart health. This fundamental form of exercise speaks to our evolutionary heritage as persistence hunters and long-distance travelers. Running, the most primal form of cardio, taps into our body's natural movement patterns. Each stride engages multiple muscle groups while challenging our cardiovascular system. The rhythm of running can create a meditative state known as runner's high, where endorphins flood our system. Cycling offers a low-impact alternative that still delivers powerful cardiovascular benefits. The circular motion of pedaling creates a smooth, continuous effort that can be sustained for long periods. This makes it ideal for both rehabilitation and high-intensity training. Swimming uniquely engages the entire body while removing gravitational stress. The resistance of water provides a natural form of strength training, while the breathing pattern required develops lung capacity. The buoyancy makes it accessible to people of all fitness levels. The beauty of cardiovascular training lies in its adaptability. Your heart and lungs become more efficient at delivering oxygen to working muscles, leading to improved stamina in all aspects of life. This adaptation process begins from your very first session. Most profoundly, cardio training teaches us about sustainable effort, finding the pace that can be maintained over time, much like life itself requires us to find sustainable rhythms.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more topics you love.
High-intensity interval training, HIIT. HIIT represents a revolutionary approach to exercise, maximizing results through strategic intensity manipulation. This time-efficient method challenges traditional steady-state training paradigms. Tabata, a specific HIIT protocol, consists of 20 seconds of maximum effort followed by 10 seconds of rest, repeated 8 times. This intense 4-minute workout can produce remarkable improvements in both aerobic and anaerobic capacity, demonstrating how strategic intensity can outperform duration. Circuit training combines strength and cardio elements in a rotating format. By moving quickly between exercises with minimal rest, you maintain an elevated heart rate while training different muscle groups. This efficient approach builds both strength and endurance simultaneously. CrossFit, a high-intensity training philosophy, combines elements from multiple disciplines. It challenges participants through varied, functional movements performed at high intensity. The constantly changing workouts prevent adaptation plateaus while building broad-based fitness. HI, its effectiveness lies in its impact on metabolism. The intense bursts create an afterburn effect, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, where your body continues burning calories at an elevated rate for hours after the workout ends. Most profoundly, each HIIT teaches us that life's greatest growth often comes from pushing through intense challenges, followed by strategic recovery. Yoga transcends typical exercise paradigms by uniting physical postures, asanas, with breath control, pranayama, and meditation. This ancient practice offers a holistic approach to wellness that addresses body, mind, and spirit. Hatha Yoga, the foundation of most modern practices, emphasizes the balance between strength and flexibility. Through held poses and conscious breathing, practitioners develop body awareness and mental clarity. Each posture becomes a meditation in stillness and control. Vinyasa flows like a choreographed dance, linking breath with movement. This dynamic practice builds heat in the body while teaching the importance of transition and flow. The continuous movement creates a moving meditation, calming the mind through focused attention. Power Yoga adapts traditional practices for modern fitness goals. It emphasizes strength and endurance while maintaining yoga's mindful approach. This style proves that spiritual practice and physical challenge can coexist harmoniously. The true power of yoga lies in its scalability. Each pose can be modified to suit any fitness level or physical limitation. This inclusivity makes yoga uniquely accessible while still offering unlimited room for advancement. Most profoundly, yoga teaches us that true strength comes from balance between effort and ease, movement and stillness, body and mind. Pilates represents a sophisticated approach to body conditioning, emphasizing core strength, precise movement, and body awareness. Created by Joseph Pilates, this method develops what he called the powerhouse, the core muscles supporting our spine and organs. Mat Pilates, the original form, uses body weight and gravity as primary resistance. These exercises, performed on a mat with precise control, develop deep core strength while improving posture and flexibility. The emphasis on quality over quantity makes each movement intentional and meaningful. Rema Pilates introduces specialized equipment that provides adjustable spring resistance. The sliding carriage creates an unstable surface requiring constant engagement of stabilizing muscles. This apparatus allows for modifications that can either assist or challenge movements. Clinical Pilates adapts these principles for rehabilitation and injury prevention. By focusing on precise, controlled movements, it helps rebuild strength and movement patterns after injury. This therapeutic application demonstrates the method's versatility and effectiveness. The genius of Pilates lies in its focus on quality of movement rather than repetition. Each exercise is designed to engage multiple muscle groups while maintaining proper alignment, making it both efficient and safe. Most profoundly, Pilates teaches us that strength comes not from power alone, but from control, precision, and mindful movement. Functional training. Functional training represents a return to purposeful movement, focusing on exercises that enhance our ability to perform daily activities. This practical approach bridges the gap between gym performance and real-world capability. Movement patterns in functional training mirror natural human emotions: pushing, pulling, squatting, lunging, rotating, and carrying. By training these fundamental patterns, we develop strength that translates directly to improved performance in daily life. Daily life movements become the blueprint for exercise selection, whether it's lifting groceries, playing with children, or gardening. Functional training prepares the body for these real-world challenges. This practical focus makes the benefits immediately apparent in everyday activities. Core stability forms the foundation of functional training. Unlike isolated ab exercises, functional core work develops the entire midsection as an integrated unit. This approach recognizes that the core functions primarily as a stabilizer during movement. The beauty of functional training lies in its scalability and relevance. Exercises can be modified to challenge anyone, from rehabilitation patients to elite athletes, while maintaining their practical application. Most profoundly, functional training teaches us that true fitness isn't about how you look or what you can do in the gym, but how well you can move through life with strength, confidence, and capability. Calisthenics. Calisthenics represents the art of using one's body weight as the primary resistance tool. This ancient form of exercise harks back to the Greek ideals of physical perfection through natural movement. Pull-ups and their variations stand as cornerstone exercises in calisthenics, developing upper body pulling strength and back development. These movements teach the body to work as a unified system, engaging multiple muscle groups simultaneously while improving grip strength and shoulder stability. Push-ups demonstrate the beauty of calisthenics' scalability. From wall push-ups for beginners to one-arm variations for advanced practitioners, this fundamental movement pattern can be adapted to any fitness level. Each variation maintains the core principle of proper body alignment and control. Body control, perhaps the most distinguishing feature of calisthenics, goes beyond mere strength. It develops proprioception, your body's awareness of its position in space. This enhanced body awareness translates into improved coordination, balance, and movement efficiency in all activities. The progression-based nature of calisthenics provides clear benchmarks for improvement. Each advanced move builds upon mastery of simpler elements, creating a natural ladder of achievement that keeps practitioners motivated and engaged. Most profoundly, calisthenics teaches us that our body is all the gym we need, fostering a deep connection between mind and muscle through controlled, purposeful movement. Powerlifting. Powerlifting embodies the pursuit of absolute strength through three fundamental lifts: the deadlift, squat, and bench press. This sport strips away complexity to focus on raw power development. The deadlift, often called the king of all exercises, challenges the entire posterior chain. From the ground to lockout, this movement tests not just physical strength, but mental fortitude. It represents the purest form of lifting, picking up heavy weight from the ground. Squats develop lower body strength while teaching proper movement patterns. The combination of heavy loads and full range motion builds not just muscle, but mental toughness. Each rep under substantial weight requires complete focus and proper technique. Bench press, the test of upper body pushing strength, requires technical precision. Despite its apparent simplicity, the controlled lowering and explosive pressing movements develop chest, shoulder, and tricep strength, while teaching the importance of full body tension. The beauty of powerlifting lies in its objective nature. Numbers don't lie. Progress is measured in pounds and kilos, providing concrete feedback on training effectiveness. This measurability makes goal setting and progress tracking straightforward. Most profoundly, powerlifting teaches us that true strength comes from mastering fundamental movements and continuously pushing limits. Only Olympic weightlifting. Olympic weightlifting represents the pinnacle of power, speed, and technical precision in strength sports. These explosive movements require a unique blend of strength, flexibility, and neural coordination. The clean and jerk, a two-part lift, demonstrates the complexity of Olympic lifting. The clean portion requires explosively pulling a weight from the floor to the shoulders, while the jerk drives it over a head. This combination movement develops total body power and coordination. The snatch, perhaps the most technical lift in all of strength sports, moves a barbell from ground to overhead in one fluid motion. This lightning fast movement requires perfect timing, mobility, and power. Success demands not just strength, but exceptional technique and body awareness. Power movements, variations of the main lifts, build explosive strength while being more accessible to beginners. These modified versions maintain the essential elements of speed and power while reducing technical demands. The sport's emphasis on technique over pure strength distinguishes it from other forms of lifting. Success requires years of practice, making it as much an art form as a strength sport. Most profoundly, Olympic weightlifting teaches us that power comes not just from strength, but from the perfect harmony of speed, technique, and timing. Endurance training. Endurance training represents the ultimate test of human physical and mental stamina. This discipline explores the limits of sustained physical effort and psychological resilience. Marathon running exemplifies the essence of endurance training. The 26.2-mile journey pushes participants beyond their perceived limits, requiring months of dedicated preparation. Each training run builds not just physical capacity, but mental fortitude. Distance cycling offers another avenue for endurance development, allowing longer training sessions due to reduced impact stress. The rhythmic nature of cycling creates a meditative state while building cardiovascular endurance and leg strength. Triathlon training uniquely combines swimming, cycling, and running. This multi-discipline approach develops total body endurance while preventing the repetitive stress that can come from focusing on a single activity. The variety keeps training interesting while building comprehensive fitness. The adaptations from endurance training go beyond physical changes. Regular, long-duration exercise develops mental toughness and teaches valuable lessons about pacing, nutrition, and listening to your body. Most profoundly, endurance training teaches us that our limits often exist primarily in our minds, and that proper training can push these boundaries far beyond what we initially believed possible. Flexibility training. Flexibility training represents the often overlooked foundation of all physical movement. This discipline focuses on maintaining and improving range of motion, essential for both performance and injury prevention. Stretching, the cornerstone of flexibility work, comes in many forms. Dynamic stretching prepares the body for activity through movement-based stretches, while static stretching helps improve overall flexibility when performed after exercise. Each type serves a specific purpose in a complete training program. Mobility work goes beyond simple stretching to address joint function and movement patterns. This approach combines flexibility with strength through the full range of motion, creating more functional and lasting improvements in movement capability. Range of motion exercises focus on maintaining and expanding the body's natural movement capabilities. Regular practice prevents the loss of flexibility that often comes with age and inactivity, while gradually increasing movement potential. Understanding the difference between flexibility and mobility, active control through range helps create more effective training programs. Both elements are crucial for optimal movement. Most profoundly, flexibility training teaches us that true freedom of movement requires regular attention to maintaining and improving our body's natural ranges of motion. Everybody building. Bodybuilding transcends mere exercise to become an art form of physical sculpture. This discipline combines precise training, nutrition, and recovery to maximize aesthetic muscle development. Muscle hypertrophy, the primary goal of bodybuilding, requires understanding of both exercise science and individual body response. Through carefully planned training volumes and intensities, bodybuilders stimulate muscle growth while maintaining proportion and symmetry. is isolation exercises allow precise targeting of specific muscle groups. While compound movements build the foundation, isolation work creates the definition and detail that characterize the bodybuilding physique. Each movement is chosen for its ability to stimulate specific muscle fibers. Aesthetic focus distinguishes bodybuilding from other strength sports. Success isn't measured in weights lifted, but in the visual impact of the developed physique. This requires attention to detail in training, nutrition, and presentation. The sport demands exceptional body awareness and control. Bodybuilders must learn to feel and engage specific muscles, creating mind-muscle connections that enhance training effectiveness. Most profoundly, bodybuilding teaches us that creating any masterpiece, whether in flesh or other medium, requires patience, dedication, and attention to detail.